welcome back to Reading with Money. I'm Money, and today I'm reading Babel. Well, it's gonna take me more than a day, I think. Anyway, I thought I would vlog my reading experience with this book. As you will have seen, it's Babel by R.F. Kuang. I am reading it on my Kindle. So I'll put a picture of the cover up there. I am on holiday for the whole week. Today is Sunday, the 18th, I think. Yes. So I'm on holiday until next Sunday, which is the perfect time to tackle this chunky book. It is around 600 pages, I think. And well, since it's dark academia and it deals with translations and languages, which I love as a bilingual person, I think from what I've read, even that part seems very interesting. But yeah, from what I know of this book, it follows a boy who is from China, I believe, and he's orphaned, and he is taken by this mysterious professor back to England when his family dies, and from there he will enter Oxford and study translation. I don't know. I think there's an Institute of Translation or something there in Oxford University. But also, I didn't mention this. This is set in the 1800s. I can't remember now what. In the 1830s, I think the story starts. And there's magic. There's this thing called silver working, and you have some silver bars. They have words like etched on them, and they have magic. I haven't read enough to know how exactly the magic system works, but apparently it's one of the ways in which Great Britain has become one of the superpowers, and keeping up with the British Empire and all of those things. There's obviously a lot of talk of colonialism, which I think will be interesting to read more about. I entered this book last night with certain expectations, I guess, because everyone is raving about this book. Like, it has really high ratings on Goodreads, and all the people I've seen that had read this early really loved it. So yes, I'm expecting to love it. Like, it's dark academia, it's historical fiction with a speculative element, like languages, it's all the things I love. Like, I should love this book. However, it does seem to me like the book is, like, from the synopsis alone, like, the first thought I had was like, how can you do all of this in a book? Like, there seems like so much going on. I don't know. I am cautiously hopeful that this book will be it for me, like that I will like this book. I haven't read anything by R.F. Kuang before. I am really enjoying her writing style from what I read so far, and you can really tell like her love of languages and linguistics, and how interesting all of that is, because there's a few passages where they discuss the origin of words and things like that I have already found fascinating. And as a bilingual person, and Robin learning Latin and Greek and seeing the origin of English words that he knows, and all the conjectures that you make, like, oh, this English word that I don't know, but I can kind of tell from the root, like, where it comes from or what it might mean. Like, as a student of English, I would do that as well, and I thought that was really cool. My plans for this week is then to read this book and have like a whole dark academia thing going on as much as possible. I am going on Sunday to the theater to watch a symphony, like classical music, on my own. I think it's gonna be great. I also have a couple of birthday parties this week, so it's gonna be quite a busy week. I also need to get a haircut because this is not doing it anymore. I need to cut this off. I need to get my house ready now because my siblings are coming over to watch The Rings of Power, which we are which we all have mixed feelings about, let's say. I think that the third episode was better than the first two, but yeah, there's many things that we don't understand as avid fans of Lord of the Rings and Tolkien lore in general, like the books. Like, we don't understand some choices. But anyway, I'll catch you up when I have more updates. Okay, so quick update because I have to go. I'm going to watch a symphony now. It's like a National Geographic thing, so they show like images of the world and the animals, and with like a symphony. It's at our National Theater, quite a ways away, so I'm gonna take a bus and go there. I think it's gonna be great. I'm going to try to read on the bus, and yeah, I know I haven't updated this like in a while, but I will when I get back. I suppose I'll have a proper sit down and chat to you about what I think about this book so far. I'm like halfway through, so yes. Okay, that's it. I'm off. I'm back. I really enjoy the symphony. I don't know what my hair is doing, but you know, whatever. And you can see the ring light there, but I'm not closing the curtains, so yeah, whatever. Anyway, the symphony was great. The images of the world, like the planet and the different, are they called biomes? Biomes? In English? Anyway, the different like habitats and things. The ocean remains a very scary place. I am like 90% convinced that most of the creatures that they showed were like CGI'd, like the National Geographic just made them up, like straight up. Like what? I'm gonna try to find some pictures of the things I'm talking about, because what the hell? Anyway, that part was terrifying, and it was the first part, so yeah. The other parts were less scary, although it did feature a lot of like animals eating each other, which, you know, of course, it's nature, but okay. Apart from that, I did get some reading done there, like on the bus and on the way back, and actually because I got there early, like I was sitting there while the orchestra was tuning up, like I think I filmed some footage of that, so you'll probably see that, will have seen that. So I was reading while I was waiting there too. And I guess I should give an update, because I haven't done that. I've been reading this book for like a week now, and haven't really told you much of my thoughts. So I don't know how to feel about this book yet, and I'm like, what is it, 60% of the way through? Sort of. Let's check. Yes, wake up, Kindle. Yes. I'm swiping to unlock you. There you go. Yeah, around 65% through. Okay, few things. Things I am enjoying. I really enjoy the lectures, because they're about translation and different languages and what words come from, etymology, like that kind of thing, and I am fascinated by that. Also, all the conversations about being bilingual, or well, in their case, you know, multiple languages, lingual. I am bilingual, and I do feel that. Obviously, I'm not at risk of losing my mother tongue because I still live here, but I do dream in English. So, yeah. Anyway, those parts I've been finding fascinating. Not sure that it's for everyone, but if you do like dark academia, like you would enjoy this. It does feel reminiscent of The Secret History, when there would be those lectures with teacher about the Greek classics and all of that, which I also found fascinating because it's a topic I like. But anyway, so that part is great. And then I don't know how I feel about the rest of it. Like, the stakes have got higher now, like passing the halfway point. Something happened that I guess I should have been expecting, considering what type of book this is, but I just didn't expect it to be that. Let's just put it that way. And yeah, I feel much more excited about picking it up now, just to see how everything will resolve itself. And yet at the same time, I don't know, I felt like the first half of it just kind of, even though I was interested in the topics and all of that, it felt a bit repetitive in some ways, I guess. I don't know. I'm still not sure about the characters. I mean, I love Rami. I think that's how you say his name. I love him and his sarcasm and the way that he copes with things. And then there's Letty, and I mean, I know that she's the white character that, you know, is supposed to confront all of these, like, she's confronted by all the racism and xenophobia and, like, all the things, and colonialism and all that. But I don't know, it feels, how do I say this? I'm not in exactly the same position as Letty, because I did grow up learning about colonization and what all these empires did to the third world countries. So it's not like I've been coddled and now I'm awake, and like I've been awoken to the fact that, you know, the British Empire was bad. But at the same time, I do empathize with her, because, like, yeah, it would obviously be a shock to her, and the things that she doesn't do them on purpose. Like, she's not racist on purpose. Like, I don't get that feeling that she's bad just because. You know what I'm saying? But then you get all these other characters, like the professor and, well, several of the professors, and all the people that go on delegation to China, to Canton. They're just like a caricature of racist. And I know that it must have been like this, like it must have been true, but still, it's just so hard to read about. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. It does feel like all the white people, all of them are bad, at least from what we've seen so far. And they're, I don't know, I find it hard to reconcile myself to the fact that no one was good. Like, a lot of the footnotes even talk about how the abolitionists were still racist, which obviously they were, like, I get it, but there must have been someone who wasn't. I just, I don't know, maybe it's just my own still lingering faith in humanity, which I don't know why I still have, but anyway. Speaking about the footnotes, like the most recent ones I've read haven't been as bad, but there were a couple at the beginning that were, it felt like they were explicitly there just to say that something was racist, and I was like, I can get it for myself. Like, I realized that was racist. I don't know, some of those felt a bit weird. I wish I had, like, highlighted them so I could have an example, but I haven't, and I'm not going to go back now. I really should have annotated this book on my Kindle. But anyway, I haven't really talked about Robin as much. I find that we're getting a lot of characterization late in the book. Like, from the beginning, I don't even know what, like, it's like he has no personality at the beginning. Aside from, like, a vague, I don't know, maybe it's the trauma, maybe it's his upbringing and everything that he lived with a professor, but it and maybe I'm just not reading it well, but it doesn't feel like he's like it didn't feel like he was a full fleshed out character. Like, I don't know, in some moments, like, his personality kind of shone through, I guess. I don't know, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, but I just feel like you don't even know who Robin is. Maybe that's on purpose, I don't know. I do see some more characterization now. I don't know. I also thought that the conflict between them when, you know, one of the secrets comes out was kind of forced. If you have read the book, you know what I'm talking about. Like, in the halfway mark, when a secret comes out, and, you know, there's a conflict between our three main characters. I just, I don't know if they would have reacted like that. Like, who would, anyway. So yeah, I'm very curious to see how things will progress from here because, again, I don't see the point of any of the things that they are doing. Because, like, I just don't. Are they going to use. That's the other thing. The magic. I get that the magic is like, yeah, it's like a symbol for all the might of the British Empire. And obviously, all the riches and things that the empire would have, they would use it for themselves and not spread it around the world and, like, use it for luxury and all of that. But then what is the point of bringing magic into it? I still don't see the use of the magic. Like, it hasn't really advanced things in terms of technology or in terms of, like, what the British people can do. Like, is that also like saying, but it isn't, because the empire actually used all the resources that they had to become like this world power, obviously by using the resources from the world, but like they did use it to advance in technology and eventually um you know, starting to spread that wealth a little bit better as capitalism got a bit more, you know, regulated. So I don't really see the point of the magic so far, and I don't know if the people who are against the British Empire are going to use this magic in a way to bring it down. But again, I don't know. How do empires get brought down? Like, it's not like the actions of a group of people generally. Like, it's a whole process. It's a whole thing. I don't know. I don't know. So I guess I will talk to you once I read more. Probably finish it because I do have like 30% left. I do go back to work in 2 days. It's gonna be fun. But this first week at least is a bit lighter than following weeks, so I should be able to finish this book in the next few days. Also, today in the afternoon I filmed my October TBR, so I do have to edit that video. It will probably come out before this comes out because, yeah, I need to post something. I haven't posted in like 10 days more. Yeah, I was planning to do a whole bunch of videos during the holidays, but it just didn't happen, so yeah. Anyway, I am gonna go finish the chapter I was reading when I was on the bus. So I hate leaving chapters halfway through. Also, they're so long. The chapters are so long. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Okay, I read a bit more and they just proved my point exactly. Like, they talk about the Silver Industrial Revolution as something bad because it left people without work, like the Industrial Revolution did, and, you know, the whole Luddites thing. Which, you know, I get, obviously, because there was no system in place to retrain those people into getting other jobs, so it was a whole disaster. Like, the Industrial Revolution was a whole disastrous process, but like eventually it led to good things. Like, I don't know, are we going to deny the benefits of the Industrial Revolution in the long run? But anyway, my point is that then what is the point of the magic? Like, you have this system and nobody has thought of using it for something else than just industry. I mean, I guess that it's trying to prove the point that, you know, greedy capitalists and all of that, but I don't know. I just feel maybe it's not my kind of fantasy. Like, I guess I'm more idealist. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm just, yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in the magic, I guess. It just seems like another way of saying, you know, capitalism bad, empire bad, you know, but yeah, I don't know. Hi, today is Monday. I'm exhausted, but I finished the book. And I don't know what to say. I don't know what I think. I've been sitting here trying to think about it. I've read many reviews just to see if anyone else thinks what I think. Lira, it's too late to formulate thoughts now, so it'll have to be tomorrow. But first impressions, not my favorite. It's like sitting at around 3 stars. Yeah. There were too many things by the ending that just either didn't have the emotional impact that they should have had. Things that didn't entirely make sense, and things that I disagree with. Like, I don't know, for a book that kept lecturing at you about colonialism and racism and imperialism and all of those things, I just I don't know if I'm meant to, by the end, if I'm meant to agree with the characters on their solution to things, since they have lectured me about everything else. Like, am I supposed to agree with, like, the title of this book, which literally talks about the necessity for violence? I don't know. I guess I'm way too much of an idealist for that to happen. Yeah, I guess this book wasn't entirely for me. I don't know. I did end up finding the footnotes annoying. Even though I usually love footnotes in books, they didn't really bring much to the plot, to the story. I will have like a more coherent review tomorrow because I do really need to go to sleep now. I don't even know what time it is. It's not that late, but yeah, it's 10 o'clock. It's not that bad. So yeah, final review tomorrow, I guess. So hi, I'm sitting here editing this vlog, and I realized that for some reason I never like wrapped it up. Like, I finished the book like a week ago. I don't know. But yeah, it's a week later, so it's been a while since I finished it, and I think it's good because I've had time to actually like process it and think about it. Anyway, I gave it 3 stars, and that's because I didn't hate most of it. I hated the ending. The ending was not for me. Like, it just, without going into spoilers, the ending just didn't do it for me. But yes, I saw the same problems I think I was talking about before. Like, the characters start feeling like we get some character development towards the end, but it all feels very rushed. And yeah, with the things that happen in the end, I cry with most books. I would be crying normally, but nope, there was no crying. I just didn't feel any emotional connection to these characters. I don't know why. Maybe it was me. I don't know, but it didn't happen. I ultimately did not really vibe with the message of the ending. And mostly, I think I talked about this before, mostly I was just disappointed with the magic, because maybe it wasn't the point of the story, but with such a unique thing is that it was such a unique magic system, so creative, so much potential, and it's just, maybe that's the whole point. Maybe that was the writer's point, but it just felt like a waste to me. Like, so much more could have been done with that magic system. And I honestly think that, if people had magic, like, the history of the British Empire wouldn't have been exactly the same as it was in the book. Like, it was literally exactly the same. And like, yeah, yeah, I was mostly disappointed by that. I think it was just trying to do too many things. Like, if you want to write a book about colonialism and, you know, the evils of imperialism and all of those things, why do you need to set it as a fantasy, except for like the very convenient ending? And it just, yeah, I didn't see the point. I mean, I see the point, but I just, ultimately, I think it fails as a, yeah, as a story. I don't know. So anyway, those are my 2 cents. I know that this is not a very popular opinion. Everyone seems to love this book, but yeah, I guess it just wasn't for me. So, with all that said, I did enjoy doing all the dark academia vibes here around my house and like going to a symphony and all of that. I still have that record out. I should probably put it away. It's been a week, but yeah, whatever. It's been more than a week. No, it's been a week. Anyway, so yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did. Let me know if you've read this book and what you thought of it, so we can discuss it in the comments. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. My wrap-up should be coming out next. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, happy reading!